What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Last video, me and the girlfriend actually on New Year's Day went to pull apart. She got some stuff for what she's working on, and I got all of the roof rails and stuff to fix my little uh-oh that happened at Uwharrie. So now the work begins. Oh, great. Basically, I've got to take all the shit off the top of the Jeep that I was not ever wanting to take off. So this is going to be fun. Or is this punishment for me being stupid? Probably that as well. Also, probably the reason why you shouldn't go entirely way too fast over a jump. Or a whoop, whichever you call it. I don't care. That roof rack is probably also not rated for half of the weight that's currently on it, so that's kind of bad on my part, but what do you do? So basically what's got to happen is all that mess has got to come off, and I've got the parts to fix it, obviously. Already taken off, basically that, which this was a failure point anyway. Obviously, as you can see, it's bent all to hell. So what I'm basically going to do is go off of here, which is how they usually always are. I'm going to take this bolt off. I'm going to actually make me a bracket that goes off of this piece right here, bolts up, and actually comes up at an angle to where I can go from here all the way to there. I've got the WJ, the truck is actually here. It's actually at the girlfriend's apartment because it currently doesn't have heat. I've got to put a better thermostat in it so that I can have heat, but using that because it has heat to get to and from work. What's up? So, let's get to it. Oh boy. Before I take all of this off, this pop-up canopy tent, whatever you call it, a couple years ago, well, I wouldn't say a couple years ago, I'd say a few years ago, I sprayed a waterproofing product on it that I was going to do a review on. Well, 2 or 3 years later, I still haven't done it because I'm a lazy person. But as you can tell, the bag itself didn't even hold up, so we're going to throw that idea completely out the window. So let's go ahead and start making some moves. Well, that didn't take long. The plan is, or what I've thought of, is I don't really want to have to take this all the way off unless I absolutely have to. So I have a clamp that I can tie to that beam right there. And I can use another one of my ratchets to go from here, like yay. Obviously, I'll have to undo this and that one, that clamp right there holding this on to lift this up. And I'm thinking I might cut my workload in half if I just put this, if I just support it up like that and just move them ever so slightly because this rail has to come off completely. But, well, crap, because I've got to do it on that side too. Either way, we'll figure it out. At least, I just don't want to have to undo that one. So, as long as we don't have to undo that one, I'm happy. So, let's see how far we get. Alright, so, it's been about a week since I've been out here, and obviously you could tell some things have changed. Got both racks over there, both crossbars, and I've done a little bit. I took this one piece, it's actually sitting right over there, but what has happened is one hellacious of a time. These little riveted nutserts, about 30 years old, and it's what these are right here, and this is basically what keeps the roof rails connected to the top side of the Jeep. Well, these little boogers decided that they were going to lose their grip and decide to go spinny on me. So I had to get one of my tools and a hammer and basically pry this son of a gun out. And I drilled it out, the hole, cause this right here, this new nutsert, fits right into that hole. So once this paint gets dry enough for me to work with it, which it's honestly just about there, I'm going to put these in that hole because I've got new hardware that will match it, and I'll just have to modify the other rail, which ain't no big deal. Alright, so it is a couple days later, and I have the new piece right in front of us, and I had these little bolts in place for testing purposes only. These are what fit the nutserts that I put in, but I got carried away with myself, and I started modifying this to fit this. The only problem with that is if you look right there, there's not much material left. I messed up, kind of. Not really, but I was able to save myself. This head right here is way too big for what I'm needing to do. I need something about half that size, if the camera will focus. Probably not going to. At any rate, what I ended up doing is I went to the Lowe's here in town, and I got me some, zoom in on that, 5/16 by 18 by half bolts, and that is just exactly what we need. It's an Allen key. Yep, it's an Allen key to where I don't have that to have an actual socket on it, which is the way the other bolts were. So, we can go ahead, and I'm going to clean off this, because there's all kinds of dried up dirt and grime and crap. You see how that just bolts into that, slides in there like butter. Alright, so I got that on, as well as I got my new rails on. Got them on that side as well, and I've actually started fastening the roof rack back down. Got a little ahead of myself, but I'll be damned if this thing didn't give me a fight going on the whole way. But got her lined up, got her set to go, and we're rolling with it. Roof is done. Now I'm just going to figure out what I'm going to do about these limb riser brackets, see if we can design something right there. Got the Murray out right now. This is actually the last time that y'all be seeing this tractor. I know for the past couple seasonal updates, I haven't been able to get rid of this thing, and well, that's about to change here in about 10 cardboard templates, and I found one that I think I'm gonna like. But I'm gonna show y'all these, and it didn't hit me till after, but they look like something, and y'all gonna get a laugh out of this because I know the girlfriend did and a couple other folks did. But this is the mount that I ended up going with because it's a simple design and I could make it easily if I needed to. But this is what I've got. It's right there. But this is what it looks like if you look at it like. Yeah, I know, ha ha, funny. If you have a dirty mind, what does that look like? You know. Anyway, we're finishing up, we're mocking it up. I'm fixing to adjust these so that I can actually get it somewhat in place and get it going. Alright, so fast forward about an hour and they're on. I think they look pretty dang good. I think they're a lot more rugged than they were. I've just got to cut my slack a little bit more and put my little electrical tape job around the ends like I did before, and we're off to the races. Alright, so guys, with that being said, I think that's going to wrap it up for this video. Still got a good little bit to do, but we'll catch you in the next one.